Hello viewers, Marianne from Revealing Light Tarot. How are we all today? Wherever you are in the world when you're watching, a huge shout out to you and thank you for your support of the channel. Okay, I want to do Earth signs for December 2020. This is a general reading. It won't be relevant to everyone, although it may. There might be something in it for everyone. I hope so. But if it doesn't resonate with you, just put it down, leave it. Another month might be more in keeping with your circumstances, or you might find something in it that helps in some way. So for your sun signs, rising signs, and have a look at where your moon is placed, this reading might be relevant for you. So earth signs, of course, Capricorn, we're in Sagittarius season. Sagittarius is a number of eclipses coming up on the 30th and then on the 14th, and then we've got that huge event where Jupiter and Saturn move into Aquarius, and on the 21st they're conjunct in Aquarius. So then we move into Capricorn. We start the year 2021 in Capricorn. So let's have a look at what's coming up. First, let's see what's happening in December. What's happening in December, tying up loose ends for Capricorn, making sure they're ready to start anew in 2021, because I'm just getting someone sighing, huge sigh of relief. Thank God I'm through that year. And of course, you had it really tough in 2020 with Pluto, the planet of the soul. That really brings things forward that we have no choice but to grow, and we need to look at what the polarity is. Wherever your Capricorn is, whatever house it is, look to the opposite side to have to learn about the lessons that are needed at this time. So you've had Pluto, Saturn, Jupiter for most of the year in Capricorn. So there's a huge sigh of relief for Capricorns. But I can tell you right now, 2021 is a new year. All right, so let's have a look at Capricorn, what's happening in December as we tie off these loose ends. Show me December for Capricorn, December for Capricorn. Okay, I'm using my Light Seers Tarot, the King of Cups. Nurturing oneself, gaining wisdom. This is a water energy. Now, you're an earth sign, so this is moving. What is changing for you, Capricorn? It is around your emotional strength. You've gained strength this year. It's almost like the choppy waters are no more, and you've got this calm sailing in front of you. It's a very healing card, that King of Cups. Yeah. You've been able to transform something, and it is a lesser reliance on what I would call the coin, a lesser reliance on the material side of life. You've unchained yourself in a way from that material. There's not as much focus on money, and there's more focus on your emotional well-being, or your well-being generally. There's some kind of lesson that's really been learnt here for you in 2020. There is a need to tie up these loose ends. The Knight of Swords brings forward a truth, and it's really quick energy. So in December, you could get something coming through that it's like an opening up of a truth. So you hear something, because that swords are all about communication. You hear something that makes you think, well, that's why that happened. Yeah, the Six of Cups, you're going to finish off this year with this beautiful emotional well-being energy, moving back to the higher self after, really possibly stumbling this year with that devil energy. However, it's transformational, and you needed it. You needed to unchain yourself from that energy. So the Ten of Wands underneath the King of Cups, a lot of you left jobs or left partnerships or left home in 2020. That was the magnitude of the change. And the Two of Pentacles, you could have been struggling with money, or you might still be struggling, walking that tightrope, having to pull your belt in and budget. But this is all part of the learning for you. It's hard to see that it's a gift, but ultimately, in the end, it will be. The Four of Cups, yeah, even though you've lost, there's three cups that have gone. One cup is still remaining, and it dawns upon you in December just how far you've come in 2020. And we have the Queen of Wands here. New inspiration is how you're going to close the year. With family, with loved ones, with friends, knowing who's been loyal to you, knowing who hasn't, knowing who supported you, knowing who didn't, and you've got new inspiration coming through after really what has been a fairly painful cycle for you in 2020. The Two of Swords, it was absolutely a crossroads time for you, where you really couldn't see the woods for the trees. And this is what the Devil energy brings forward. It brings forward confusion. You have to make choices. Whenever you see the Devil, you have to learn the lesson and make the choices. But I feel this is what you've done. For some, this could have been around close partnerships, or it could be around jobs, and it is disappointment, but some kind of truth coming forward for you in December. And for some, it could even be a renewal or a reconciliation of that partnership coming forward. Either I'm getting a lot of water here, so this could be with a water sign, or even a fire sign as well. I'm getting the two here. At the base of the pack, we have change and moving forward. The wheel is now shifting in your favour. It has been a year where you've had to really work hard to see why things were happening. You could have even needed to take time out and rest and recoup. Because, yeah, there was just so many obstacles and challenges in your way, a very heavy kind of energy that really forced you to go back to your own resilience, to relying on what was in front of you, not and bypassing your fears. And it's like everything came very, very quickly at you in 2020. Sometimes you didn't know what was going on, but you definitely fell back and started to rely on the facts. And that really helped, because there was a lot of illusion and delusion around things. Why did this happen to me? I don't know why this happened. Was this my fault? Did I make the wrong choice? As we close out the year, in some ways, it doesn't really matter, because you're moving into this King of Cups energy. And you've got this healing energy. And when Jupiter moves into Aquarius, and we start 2020, it's just a different year for you, Capricorn. All right, let's move to Taurus. December 2020. What's happening for Taurus? Ruled by Venus. What is happening for Taurus? Endings and beginnings, letting go of the old ways, moving. I feel letting go of what dragged you down, of what made you. I'm just getting this heaviness, this feeling of heaviness, and a need to literally lighten up. And so you're going to jettison, let go of some old baggage. That's what I feel, Taurus, for you in December. Or you're going to make a decision to do that. Let's have a look at Taurus. What's coming up for Taurus in December, please, Spirit? Taurus in December. So we have the Eight of Cups here, turning away from what no longer serves you, leaving this dark space, this dark period where you really couldn't see the woods for the trees, leaving that behind, moving toward the light, literally the light. Yeah, the moon card. So the eclipses are going to be important times for you. You will see or notice a shift on November the 30th. If you're watching this after then, December the 14th. Again, when these planets move out of Capricorn and move into Aquarius, you're going to feel that lightning of the spirit. So, instead of getting led by your instincts, you're going to be more led by the mind. And that's what Aquarius is all about. It's about intellect. It's about facts. It's about knowledge. It can also be about rebellion as well. The Chariot. Things coming forward for you in 2021. Movement in the right direction, I'm feeling. Yeah, and movement away from this the devil-like energy, this transformational energy, moving away from anything that is toxic and into things that are lighter. You want a lighter 2021. Okay, what's underneath the Eight of Cups? Yeah, the Ten of Wands. I'll bring the laptop down. This is making the decision to move on, to move away from feeling heavy. I'm just getting the real draw to the heaviness here in this card and the lightness with which this person leaves behind the darkness with no bags, no baggage, and moves forward away from things that no longer serve them. Your independence is very important to you, and I feel you're going to be achieving that. You could hear some good news in relation to finances around the Christmas period and around this eclipse time, which I think seems to be very important for you. The Chariot, what's coming forward is this brightness, illumination, and it's coming forward quickly for you. Okay, here we are. You've turned up in your own reading, the Knight of Pentacles. You are going to move forward in 2021. And you will see the start of this in December. It's away from toxicity and moving more into this lighter energy. You've gained the strength to do so. You've gained the strength to do so. You are kind of, I think, are realizing with this Five of Swords that whether you're being pushed around by someone else or whether you're doing that yourself in some way, a self-sabotage, sometimes that can come up here. You're just leaving it behind and you're moving into this. So this is, in a way, another version of the Eight. It's deciding to leave the Five of Swords behind and move on. Let's see what else is coming up here. Seven of Wands, yeah. You will stand your ground. You've learned to do that. You will stand more securely in yourself, and maybe that's the realization that the security you've been searching for is within yourself, and your heart is mending. The Three of Swords, whatever the toxicity or the devil atmosphere is, you are healing something in December. The Nine of Wands, putting those barriers up at the base of the pack, wanting to take control so you wouldn't be, take control so you could be independent, but you had to see something from another point of view, I feel, and this is what's bringing you happiness. Part of the reason that your heart is mending is because you were seeing who was restricting you, and it was you were restricting yourself. We have the Jupiter wheel here. We have the Wheel of Fortune. Things shifting. And look, the Chariot and the Eight of Wands, they're going to do so really quickly. You appear to be moving out of this kind of Five of Pentacles energy to the Six. Fives are all about change. Six are all about the healing that is needed. And I feel the healing that you're looking for is this emotional, with the Ace of Cups, this emotional healing. That seems to be coming forward. It's like you're leaping, literally, very quickly leaping. This will happen very quickly in December. From the fives and everything the fives bring forward, which is trying to manage change, Try not to self-sabotage. You know, the Five of Pentacles, feeling like you don't belong anywhere, or you're left out, or you know, sometimes that can be a victim mentality. But you're moving out of the fives into the sixes now. And that is all about victory. It's all about helping yourself and allowing others to help you as well. And it's making choices based on wisdom and moving out of troubled waters mentally, moving out of that Eight of Swords energy into that more Six of Swords energy. So this is where I feel it's going for you in December, Taurus, and you'll see the glimmers of that in December. 2021 is a different year, and one that is marked by just getting stronger and stronger, I feel, taking that reliable, slow step forward. When I say slow, the Knight of Pentacles is a very reliable, it's the slowest moving of all the knights, but it's also the most solid. Okay, let's have a look at Virgo. What's happening with Virgo in December 2021? Virgo. Because Capricorn's the cardinal. Taurus is the fixed. Capricorn initiating. Fixed, persevering, and of course Virgo is the mutable, so sharing, doing and sharing. What's happening with Virgo in December? Show me Virgo. Show me Virgo, please, in the month of December. Virgo, December. Ooh, the Wheel of Fortune may be smiling upon you. Again, you know, all of these cards are reasonably similar as we leave 2020 behind and move to the new year. This is also ruled by Jupiter as well. So Jupiter is expansion. And I feel there are some insights with this Hanged Man. You may have felt that your horizons were being limited. But it's interesting when we feel like that. It often leads back to you know, who was doing the limiting and what do we really see as important. There's been a lesson here, Virgo, for you. You could have been disappointed by something or someone, but there is a cup on offer. Yeah. The Six of Wands, there's victory for you. So you've decided to take that cup, and that is bringing victory for you. The Tower card underneath the Wheel. So something was broken down, or you've just come out of a Tower moment. But it was something that needed to happen. You did need to see something differently. The Hanged Man underneath the Queen of Swords. This is really stability through communication. This Queen communicates very well. She communicates with knowledge, with facts. This is a lesson learnt around communication, and something has begun to move forward again. Whatever disappointed you, something has moved forward again. This is a new beginning. What was that cup? After much disappointment, there was one cup left, and you've taken it and you're having this new beginning. We've got the Hierophant card underneath the Six of Wands. This is the higher self. So the struggle, I think, was real for Virgo in 2020, and it had to do around moving into the higher self, that higher mind. And the Tower moment brought something to an inevitable closure. It almost like it forced the wheel to turn again. It could have been with the Queen of Swords. It could have been with a partner, that you had to look at something in a different way. There could have been, I'm feeling, arguments around money, which went back to an insecurity of yours, holding back money, holding money back because you were disappointed. You've got 2 fours here, the Four of Cups, the Four of Pentacles. Some kind of insecurity around money has arisen for you. You've turned up in your own reading, the King of Pentacles. You wanted to be the king again. You wanted victory over some kind of monetary situation so that you could step back into that King of Pentacles energy. So luck may not have been favouring you, or maybe it did, but the Hanged Man also is here as well. So there is definitely a message here for you, because I'm getting a karmic draw to both the Wheel and the Judgment. This is a karmic situation for you. The Knight of Pentacles, this is a moving forward again. And the Ace of Swords, all around communication. I'm getting a real big, strong draw to the way that you communicate and how you communicate using your emotions. Again, the eclipses are all really important for everyone. The Eight of Pentacles, bringing forward, Virgo brings forward what they do best. Their skill, their work is coming forward in some way in the future again. So let's just have a look at this Eight of Pentacles. What's this Eight of Pentacles doing here? Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, the Page of Wands, it's a new start in some way for you, leaving old toxicities behind, and it's happening like Taurus very, very quickly. In December, it's like straight away you start to feel the inspiration, perhaps after that eclipse, or when Jupiter move out of Jupiter and Saturn out of Capricorn into Aquarius. It's like you feel a breakthrough. And as we head into Christmas, we've got this 10 of Cups energy. You could even feel like a miracle has occurred in some way. But this to me shows me it was around your communication and needing to see things from a different point of view. All right, they're the earth signs for December. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, all the best. I'll be back again with in December with some 2021 future gazing for each sign. In the meantime, stay well, and as we head into 2021, understand that 2020 has not been an easy year, but rather than the wheel going like this, the wheel has started to slowly turn again. So we're leaving behind something and moving into something new. All right, thank you for tuning in.